But what I know is I'm feeling just fine.
My life is like a red carpet, and I'm feeling like the richest millionaire. This is my local mayor, and I'm the biggest star around here. What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail. Boy haters into the cartoon. So that's the Proud Family reboot. So, so now you got basically a trans boy like in the major fold. And when you look at the Proud Family, for the most part, it's predominantly women, right? Main character, okay. Friend got the blonde hair, the black girl with blonde hair. I don't get it. And now the white friend, that's the girl now, and the dude who's dressed like a girl is basically looking like Dwayne Wade's son daughter, right? And and then there was the quick little episode of the boy in the school liking their white friend, and then they had a whole little group chat about it. And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking to myself, this is supposed to be a black show. Supposed to be a black show, right? About teenagers and teenage life and preteen teenage life, and the agendas are far too heavy to the point where this basically at this particular point, Black Lives Matter made a cartoon. Black men and black boys ain't really that welcome. It's got to be some negative connotation to them. If you're not effeminized, you know you're somewhat of a sellout or something like that. It's an issue. And the problem I have with this is when you put this stuff in cartoons, these are the problems that the people are having. Maybe the problems are just that you get that kids are having. Like, what is that show, Black AF, right? When it looked like a black dude making a blackface show of what he thought black people were because he was suburban, right? And then it becomes a satire, a parody of us as a people. And when I look at the thing, and you're speaking of particularly about the friend with the blonde hair, and it's like you got a little girl. See, it's funny how using a female part of it, we talk all this black stuff and this natural stuff, but you won't even put that in the cartoons, which says the parents don't really feel like aren't like that. And for you to have a black cartoon and the one of the girls has blonde hair, that's a self-hating issue. For you to have a black cartoon and one of the major characters is the boy, but he wants to be a girl, what is that? As if that's the norm for the boys. That's an issue. Not even it's a norm for the boys, but making it more of an acceptable thing. The issue is when you put this type of stuff in cartoons, right? It's also fueling a divide between the boys and the girls, because the boys can't see themselves in shows like these. You see, the girls look at the boys a certain way from cartoons like these. And what you're just going to see is a wider separation. And people are going to ask, well, why is it that? Well, I mean, guys don't view themselves as girls or chasing white girls at a preteen age. Like, the boys don't view themselves that way. And there's part of this where this quote unquote empowerment and goes wrong. This agenda and this push for the ladies to have all of these belief systems and it's okay. It goes wrong because there comes a point where the guys just exit stage left. It's like, I'm tired of being villainized, demonized, or put in some heel role. And not even anti-hero, but you know, anything but good. Let's just say that. Anything but good. I know they got the baby in there, but the baby is a baby. So when I look at stuff like this, I'm like, man, they taking shots at brothers left and right. It's no way to get past all of this stuff. Because at the end of the day, what you're dealing with is people's perceptions and beliefs of what it is to be a black girl and what it is to be a black boy. And ultimately, sometimes depictions like this let black boys know that we're not necessarily part of the community. So we could just do our own thing. Because if we're going to be depicted a certain way that's not our norm, it's for somebody else's benefit. But when you're young, you don't look at it like that. But as you get older, you're like, why? How come you just can't find a regular old boy to be the boy part of the show? Because when it comes to men, it's basically, if he's straight, he's got some devious way about him. But if he's part of the rainbow community, he can fit in just well with everybody. It just doesn't make sense. And to me, it's just hate. It's just hating on young boys being young boys. But tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch you on the next one. Peace.
You ever been at the top of the universe? I'm gonna tell you that.